Price's Missouri Expedition, also known as Price's Raid, was an 1864 Confederate cavalry raid through the states of Missouri and Kansas during the American Civil War. While Confederate Major General Sterling Price enjoyed some successes during this campaign, he was decisively defeated at the Battle of Westport by Maj. Gen. Samuel R. Curtis and subsequently driven back into Arkansas by Union cavalry under Maj. Gen. Alfred Pleasonton. Price's expedition proved to be the final significant Southern operation west of the Mississippi River. Its failure contributed to Abraham Lincoln's re-election, and cemented federal control over the hotly contested border state of Missouri. Background: after 3 years of bloody and inconclusive fighting, Confederate authorities were becoming desperate as the U.S. presidential election approached in the fall of 1864. Although the fortunes of war had largely favored the South prior to 1863, events were now starting to favor the Union. Ulysses S. Grant had Robert E. Lee pinned down in the Siege of Petersburg. Jubilee Early had been driven back from the outskirts of Washington, D.C., while Philip Sheridan was now pursuing him in the Shenandoah Valley, and William T. Sherman had captured Atlanta. With foreign recognition for the Confederacy not forthcoming, Southerners realized that President Abraham Lincoln's re-election would be disastrous for their cause. Earlier that summer, the Confederacy ordered Lt. Gen. Edmund Kirby Smith, commander in the Trans-Mississippi Theater, to send a corps under Richard Taylor across the Mississippi River to assist in the defense of Atlanta and Mobile. Such a crossing, by ferries or pontoon bridge, was deemed impossible because of Union gunboat patrols on the river, and Taylor was assigned to other duties. Inspired by preparations to divert Union attention from Taylor's crossing, Smith came up with another plan. He would recapture Missouri for the Confederacy, hoping it would help turn Northern opinion against Lincoln. He ordered Sterling Price to invade Missouri, advancing on St. Louis. Price was to capture St. Louis and its warehouses with military supplies. If the city was too heavily defended, he should go west and capture Jefferson City, the capital. This would strike a psychological blow and provide justification for the inclusion in Confederate flag of a star for Missouri. Price would then cross into Kansas and turn south through the Indian Territory, sweeping that country of its mules, horses, cattle, and military supplies. Opposing forces. Price assembled a force he named the Army of Missouri, consisting of 12,000 men and 14 artillery pieces. His army was divided into 3 divisions, under Maj. Gen. James F. Fagan, Maj. Gen. John S. Marmaduke, and Brig. Gen. Joseph O. Joe Shelby. However, the infantry units originally assigned to Price were ordered elsewhere, changing his mission from an invasion into a cavalry raid. Price's men were a mixture of the best and the worst, a quarter of his force being deserters who had been returned to duty. Hundreds of Price's men were barefoot, and most lacked basic equipment such as canteens or cartridge boxes. Many carried jugs for water and kept their ammunition in shirt and pants pockets. Nevertheless, Price hoped the people of Missouri would rally to his side. In this he proved to be mistaken, as most Missourians did not wish to become involved in the conflict. Only Confederate guerrillas joined his army, perhaps as many as 6,000 altogether. The Union fielded thousands of Missouri militia, who would play a key role in defeating Price's raid, together with the 16th Corps of Maj. Gen. Andrew J. Smith, augmented by Maj. Gen. Alfred Pleasonton's cavalry division, detached from William S. Rosecrans's Department of Missouri. As Price commenced his campaign, Smith's corps was on naval transports leaving Cairo, Illinois to join General William T. Sherman's army in Georgia. Rosecrans requested that these troops be assigned to Missouri to deal with the threat, and Army Chief of Staff Henry W. Halleck immediately complied. By mid-October, more troops had arrived from the Kansas border under Maj. Gen. Samuel R. Curtis, Price's old adversary at the Battle of Pea Ridge, commander of the newly activated Army of the Border. Curtis had the divisions of Maj. Gen. James G. Blunt, Maj. Gen. George W. Dietzler, Pleasanton's cavalry, and 2 infantry divisions from Smith's Corps under Colonels Joseph J. Woods and David C. Moore, about 35,000 men in all.